Welcome back. In this video, we're diving deep into why Bitcoin isn't just an investment, it's a lifeline. We'll explore how Bitcoin can save you from financial disaster, how it can empower you with freedom in an increasingly restricted world, and why it might be the most important financial innovation of our time. Bitcoin, the world's first decentralized digital currency, is not just another technological innovation. It represents a financial revolution that could directly impact your life. Imagine a currency that is not owned by any country or government, one that is accessible to anyone with an internet connection, and one that is immune to the high levels of inflation that erode the value of traditional money. For individuals in unstable economies, Bitcoin could be a lifeline, offering them an alternative to the devaluation of national currencies. But it's not just about finances, it's about control, freedom, and the potential for a new kind of security. Financial instability affects countless people around the world, whether it's a sudden currency devaluation, hyperinflation, or economic sanctions. Traditional systems are susceptible to crises that can devastate individual economies overnight. For example, during the Greek debt crisis in 2015, capital controls limited how much citizens could withdraw from their accounts, leading to a rush to access the money before banks could further restrict access. When your savings are at stake, even a single day without access can feel like a lifetime. Bitcoin, with its decentralized structure, is not dependent on any government or bank. It is a safe haven for people in uncertain economic climates, providing them with the ability to protect their assets from sudden devaluations and restrictions. Unlike fiat currency, which can be printed in infinite quantities, Bitcoin's finite limit of 21 million coins makes it a hedge against inflation, allowing people to protect their wealth in a currency that is immune to devaluation by monetary policy. Globally, more than 1 billion adults lack access to basic banking services, limiting their ability to save, borrow, or invest. In regions where financial infrastructure is underdeveloped, many people rely on informal systems of lending or cash transactions, which often come with high fees or significant risks of theft. Bitcoin provides a straightforward solution. With just a smartphone, anyone can have a secure account in the form of a Bitcoin wallet, and their funds can be accessed anytime, anywhere. This inclusion empowers people, especially those in marginalized communities, by giving them a digital alternative that doesn't rely on local banks or intermediaries. For example, migrant workers can send Bitcoin to their families back home without the exorbitant fees often charged by traditional remittance companies. Bitcoin enables direct peer-to-peer transactions, allowing people to bypass high transaction fees and transfer limits that would otherwise hinder their financial independence. In many countries, financial regulations and surveillance restrict citizens' financial freedoms. Governments can freeze stocks, track spending, or even blacklist individuals from accessing certain services. This lack of financial freedom is not just a limitation, it is a form of control. Bitcoin, however, operates on a censorship-resistant blockchain, meaning that transactions cannot be censored or altered by any central authority. Imagine a journalist in a country with an authoritarian regime who needs to receive donations to continue their work. With Bitcoin, they can receive and access funds without fear of interception, even if the government tries to suppress their voice. This financial autonomy provides an essential avenue for free speech and supports activists, journalists, and marginalized groups in regions with limited freedom. Bitcoin's decentralized nature ensures that no single entity can restrict or interfere with transactions, making it a lifeline for those who need financial security without oversight or control. Self-sovereignty is a fundamental concept in the world of Bitcoin. Traditional finance operates on trust. Trust in banks, governments, and various intermediaries. However, this trust can be misplaced or exploited. In contrast, Bitcoin operates on mathematical certainty, where individuals have complete control over their funds. This power means that no one, not even a bank or government, can interfere with your access to Bitcoin if you keep your private keys securely. This idea of self sovereignty appeals to those who want to move away from relying on third parties for financial security. For example, if someone moves to another country, they can take their Bitcoin with them without having to deal with exchange rates, bank transfer limits, or regulatory hurdles. By adopting Bitcoin, individuals are given a level of personal control over their finances. Self-sovereignty is a foundational concept in the world of Bitcoin. Traditional finance operates on trust in banks, governments, and various intermediaries. However, this trust can be misplaced or exploited. In contrast, Bitcoin operates on mathematical certainty, where individuals have complete control over their funds. This power means that no one, not even a bank or government, can interfere with your access to Bitcoin if you hold your private keys securely. This idea of self-sovereignty appeals to those who want to move away from reliance on third parties for financial security. For instance, if someone moves to another country, they can take their Bitcoin with them without needing to deal with exchange rates, bank transfer limits, or regulatory roadblocks. By embracing Bitcoin, individuals are granted a level of personal control over their finances that is unparalleled in the traditional financial system. In the current financial system, wealth accumulation is often concentrated among a few large players, such as banks, corporations, and affluent investors. Bitcoin, however, is accessible to anyone, anywhere. It provides an alternative store of value for those who might otherwise be excluded from traditional investment opportunities. By democratizing access to a scarce and valuable digital asset, Bitcoin offers the potential for broader wealth distribution. People who may not have access to traditional assets, such as real estate or stocks, can participate in the Bitcoin network, allowing them to store value in a way previously reserved for the privileged. This accessibility to wealth-building tools offers a path toward greater economic equality, potentially lifting individuals and communities out of poverty by giving them the chance to invest and grow their wealth in a decentralized and open market. In times of natural disaster or conflict, Bitcoin has shown its value as a fast and reliable way to provide aid directly to those in need. Traditional donation systems often face delays due to red tape, intermediary fees, or currency exchange complications, reducing the overall impact of donations. Bitcoin enables instant, peer-to-peer transactions that can reach affected people directly. For instance, during the war in Ukraine, international donations were made in Bitcoin to support relief efforts, as these funds could be accessed immediately without waiting for conventional banking systems to process the funds. Bitcoin offers a way to mobilize resources swiftly, cutting through bureaucratic processes that often slow down traditional aid. This direct aid mechanism can be life-saving in crises where time is critical and resources are needed on the ground as soon as possible. Corruption and financial fraud are widespread problems in traditional banking systems, often eroding public trust and limiting opportunities for economic growth. Blockchain technology, the foundation of Bitcoin, provides a transparent and verifiable way of recording transactions, reducing the potential for fraudulent activity. Every Bitcoin transaction is recorded on a public ledger, making it nearly impossible for funds to be misappropriated without detection. This transparency is valuable for governments and organizations that want to improve accountability in public spending. Additionally, for individuals, knowing that their transactions are secure and unalterable provides a sense of confidence in their financial activities. By adopting Bitcoin, societies plagued by corruption and mismanagement can benefit from a system that upholds transparency and accountability, fostering a healthier and more reliable economy. One of the criticisms against Bitcoin is its energy consumption, which is significant due to the mining process. However, this criticism overlooks Bitcoin's potential to drive the adoption of renewable energy sources. Bitcoin mining has become increasingly reliant on renewable energy, with miners setting up operations in areas with excess renewable capacity, such as hydroelectric power in mountainous regions. Additionally, Bitcoin mining can use energy that would otherwise be wasted, such as surplus energy from wind or solar farms during off-peak hours. This shift towards renewable energy and Bitcoin mining can incentivize further investments in green energy infrastructure, potentially helping to advance global sustainability goals. By creating a financial incentive to develop and utilize renewable energy, Bitcoin can contribute to a cleaner and more sustainable energy future. Bitcoin is only the beginning. Its existence has paved the way for a broader digital economy that includes decentralized finance, DeFi, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and other blockchain-based innovations. By challenging the traditional financial system, Bitcoin has opened up new possibilities for a more inclusive, transparent, and innovative financial future. The principles of decentralization and autonomy that Bitcoin champions are now inspiring other digital projects and cryptocurrencies, each with unique approaches to financial issues. This wave of innovation signifies a shift toward a financial landscape where individuals have greater control over their assets, transactions are faster and cheaper, and financial services are accessible to all. Bitcoin is not just an asset, it's a movement that empowers people with freedom, resilience, and financial inclusion. From crisis zones to everyday transactions, Bitcoin provides a way to navigate challenges and retain control in a world that's constantly changing. Its potential to secure, empower, and connect people worldwide is why Bitcoin matters, and why it has the potential to make a lasting, positive impact on lives everywhere. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you found this valuable. See you in the next video.